before 30 it should be 60. Yeah, we're good. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته جميعا. كيف الحال؟ إن شاء الله تمام. لسه ليا ما شايف حالي أنا. بس حبيت لكم الباقي من الزمن حاليا أقل من 5 دقايق عشان نشوف التريلر الجديدة تبع كول اوف ديوتي كولد وور المالتي بلاير، وهو طور الأونلاين اللي حيصير باللعبة. فحبيت نتابعه كلنا مع بعض. فيا هلا ويا غلا بالكل، و حياكم. اهلا بلال، اهلا براء، كيفكم؟ ان شاء الله تمام. اهلا سوبر جيمر، كيف الحال؟ ها حماس يا اخي. 4 دقايق، باقي اقل من 4 دقايق للجيم. هلا بس يخلص التريلر ان شاء الله بدنا نتابع بعدين. حنكمل لعبة الفاينل فانتزي اللي بعدينها نحن. اهلا وسهلا عليكم. السلام معاذ، كيف الحال؟ ان شاء الله تمام. اخباركم؟ مثل ما قلت لكم حاليا عم نتحضر، مستنين اللانش او اول عرض حصري للطور الاونلاين للعبة كول اوف ديوتي الجديدة. انا جدا متحمس صراحة، جدا 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 متحمس. بدي لعبة مثل ايام زمان. ف يا رب يا رب. 3 دقايق، باقي 3 دقايق. مهم انتو كيفكم؟ اخباركم؟ كيف الحياة معكم؟ ان شاء الله كله تمام. هدوء ما قبل العاصفة شايف انا. لا لا، انا جدا متحمس صراحة. ما بعرف اذا كمان ممكن يلعبوا اليوم ولا لا، ما عندي فكرة. بس شفت كتير ستريمرز بدوا يروجوا للعبة. يعني اذا بورجيكم هلا على تويتش كله لا مش استوديو، مش الاستوديو ابدا، مش الاستوديو. تويتش. هلا بس تشوفوا تويتش كله مستعد شباب. اذا تفتح كول اوف ديوتي 157 الف مشاهدة عندك. اذا نفتح بالمشاهدات حاليا، في كتير ناس عم تابعهم. مثلا عندنا تيم ذا تاتمان 77 الف مشاهد عم بيستنوا اللعبة. سيمفوني من افضل اللعيبة عم بيستنوا كمان اللعبة. كارما من اكثر المحترفين عم بيستنوا اللعبة. كله عم بيستنى هلا من الناس اللي بتابعون اكيد يعني. لا في حماس، في حماس. يا رب. خلينا نشوف شو حصير. باقي من الزمن اقل من دقيقة. باقي من الزمن حاليا 40 ثانية، 20 ثانية. انا على حسب ما عندي ساعة 20 ثانية بيان. بيان اقل من دقيقة. هلا بيان اقل من دقيقة عندهم. يا رب. انا جدا متحمس، ما بعرف ليه. ما بعرف اذا انتم. يلا يلا عن جد خلينا ننشره. بلكي نكون احنا اول شو اسمه من القنوات اللي عم تنشر اللايف هلا. اهلا وسهلا محمد. يو يو يو، كيف الحال؟ باقي اقل من دقيقة، باقي اقل من دقيقة. 30 ثانية. 30. 29. 28. هلا خلينا نشوف شو بصير، خلينا نشوف شو بصير. معنا 7 متابعين حاليا. حياكم جميعا، كيفكم؟ ان شاء الله تمام. هلا وغلا بالكل. الخرايط بدأت تطلع. اقل من 10 ثواني، اقل من 10 ثواني. اعطوني ايو بالشات يلا. سمعوني الايو. وها نحن ذا. اوكي. اي فاندرهار. هلا وغلا. هالإنسان أكتر إنسان ساعد الجيم بشكل. أنا وتربيته على كول اوف ديوتي، هذا الإنسان اللي كنت على طول حبه، حب تابع الشغل تبعه. فاندرهار إنسان رائع بالهندسة تبع الجيمز.
Joining me throughout the show is a big cast of characters from across the studio, along with some of your favorite Call of Duty content creators and streamers. One thing you've come to expect from a Black Ops game is that we are never quite satisfied with the status quo. We are always looking for a way to do it better. But some things shouldn't change, and for every multiplayer...
هلا دوتشيوز، أنا متحمس أكتر منك الصراحة.
How we start things off. This is the worldwide debut of the Black Ops Cold War multiplayer trailer.
يلا يلا. لا الشاشة علقت. اوكي حط لك سماعة.
Here because you're the best special forces NATO has to offer. You're all that keeps the world from turning to cinders, comrades. We work off.
ما فت عليك بلال.
Operate in the shadows to keep the wolves at bay. Today we reshape it.
خلاص حبيبي ليجند، ان شاء الله بشوفك بعدين. لكن يا رب في ميامي. ايش فايس سيتي عم بيلعبوا؟ انترستينج مابس. شفتها بالريفيل بس ما شفتها كلها لسه. كان في ليك قبل للماب هاي. الوار ماشين. يو لا تلي في نو واي. في جيت سكيز تقدر تتحكم باكثر من اداء. اذا هذا الحكي صح صارت باتل فيلد، بس ما بعرف مع الكول اوف ديوتي كيف حيكون في ايش في. انغولا وات. ذكرتني بماب بلاك اوبس 2، ما بعرف شو كان اسمها. ذكرتني بماب لبلاك اوبس 2. الصوت مش مرفوع عندك؟ هاي رجعت لك، رفعت لك اياه. هيك احسن بلال. اذا طلعوا طور مثل طور وورزون من اول شيء بيكون ممتاز. راح احاول اترجم لك قد ما بقدر بلال، ان شاء الله راح احاول اترجم لك قد ما بقدر. اوريدي حطوا المابس كلها كانه. حبيبي لا هلا الموضوع مش بلاك اوبس 2 ابدا محمد. هلا الكولد وور الجيم الجديد اللي حتنزل بعد تقريبا شهر ونص. تريلر ممتاز، تريلر انا تحمست له. نوفمبر 13 تبا بعد شهرين.
You just saw it. This is an unapologetically Cold War game set in the 80s, but it's still a Black Ops game. And for over a decade, we built our multiplayer experiences atop a core set of guiding principles. They form our pillars, deniable operations that deploy around the world.
عم لكم انه هذا الجيم هو تابع لالعاب البلاك اوبس اللي نزلت قبل، لانه تريار كثير تتحكى بالعاب البلاك اوبس.
Today we're going to explore each of these facets of multiplayer. We're going to show you how this globe-trotting
لا موجود معكم، لا تخاف، موجود معكم.
is our most immersive
بس مستني هاللعبة كثير انا لبعد شهرين بدنا نلعبها.
With a little help from some friends. First up, the bedrock of Black Ops, deniable operations.
Deniable
These are the
operations.
places in multiplayer you never saw and the things you never did. The missions that stay off the books and the targets and sources who stay off the record. The core
لا حنلعب اليوم فاينل فانتسي ان شاء الله.
It's plausible. Most importantly, it's inspired by a gritty historical tone that we've woven into every element of our game's world and story and gameplay. Chaotic and always confidential, the deniable ops lie at the heart of multiplayer, raising the bar while creating a clear and unique narrative that influences every bit of our world building. For Black Ops Cold War, that world building drove each multiplayer level in two ways. With the signature level design you've come to expect, and by pushing the visual bar and immersing players into a narrative of unfolding
في ماب ثلج واخيرا حنرجع للماب تبع الثلج. نلعبها ان شاء الله قريبا شباب، بس هلا بدنا بس نخلص الفعاليه تبع الكول اوف ديوتي حنلعب فاينل فانتسي لانه لسه عم نشتغل عليها.
We've selected 5 maps to give you a small taste of the range of deniable ops awaiting in multiplayer. Later today you'll see them play.
في طور اسمه دينايل اوبس بالأونلاين، فهلا حيعطونا 5 خرائط تبع الدينايبل اوبس.
I'm a level designer. I'm Kendall Snow, associate level designer. I'm Brittany.
هذول المصممين تبع الخرائط الجداد.
In satellite, a top secret American recon satellite has lost power and crashed in the deserts of Angola. With hired DJI forces closing in, now it's a race to secure the crash site. What I love about satellite is the fact
الطور
that
هذا
it's just
لازم نحمي
amazing
فيه
natural space.
مكان انفجار الطائرة.
Components, we can apply more details into maps like satellite, which make them feel even more natural. The satellite at the center is like a king of the hill. Anyone who wants it has to run toward you because it's raised higher than the rest of the map.
في ساتلايت بنص المنطقة ولازم نسيطر عليها. ما مشكلة محمد حبيبي، بشوفك إن شاء الله قريبا، مع السلامة، باي باي.
Or in objective modes, I'll flank and get the jump on people. Satellite scratches both of those itches. Even though it's an outdoor space, the map's 2 different regions mean I can play long and short range tactics.
تلعب من بعيد ومن قريب.
I am trash with the sniper rifle, but a shotgun, that I can do. I have always been a big fan.
بتحكي شوتجن أحسن. أنا oh wow.
The crash satellite is a super fun spot to try and outplay your enemies. Predict which way they'll circle the debris to run up behind them, or just duck inside the satellite and take your shot.
لازم تسيطر انت على المنطقة النصانية اللي عند الساتلايت اللي هو الطيارة اللي بنص الماب. وفي طيارات. الخريطة الثانية هي بالمحيط الأطلنطي.
Inspired by a real-life event, Project Azorian, CIA, JSOC, and Soviet forces converged to recover a sunken prototype nuclear Soviet submarine.
عم بيحاولوا اوكي القصة تبع الخريطة انه عم بيحاولوا ينقذوا غواصة نووية.
As players battle for control of large naval vessels.
With no lanes walling you in, players can engage on ships' decks, in the water, and on vehicles.
حتى بتقدر تنزل بالمي تحارب.
Armada is chaos in the best way.
This really cool map that gives this amazing sense of exploration. There are so many little individual areas
هلا بروجرامر كيفك؟ والله نحن شغالين لك كمان.
Surround or flank your enemies and get the upper hand.
اوكي ممتاز. شايف أنا كل طور شايف إنه في له شغلة عم بتصير فيه.
In the shadow of Moscow's opulent train station.
يعني أول شيء كنا عم ننقذ الساتلايت، بعدين عم ننقذ غواصة. هلا مثل معركة جوات موسكو. صار في معارك كأنك تقع أنت بجزء من التاريخ وبتصير بتحارب أنت لا تسيطر على المكان.
because that's where all lanes cross in the Moscow map. And eventually,
والمنطقة
it doesn't take long.
المنتصفة منتصف
People are gonna
الخريطة
run through the
كله
metro station.
بتوصل لكل الأماكن،
So you can
فأنت
just sit
بتنزل
there and
لتحت
wait, but
عند
chances
المترو
are there's gonna be people
عشان تلاقي
running
كل
right
الناس
to your
جايين
line of
لك.
fire right off the bat.
فمثل هي ماب عشان تيم ديث ماتش وعشان المصارعة وشغلات.
January 17,
أهلا والله حبيبي.
This location is heavily influenced
1984 بميامي.
or perhaps infamous Ocean Drive. This is a night map, but one unlike
ماب
players have seen
ليلية.
before.
You can sneak through dark, shadowy alleys, go out
تقدر
onto the beach, out into the ocean.
بتقدر حتى توصل للشاطئ وتنزل بالمي عشان تقدر تقتل الناس. ماب شايف كبيرة أنا الصراحة، فما بعرف أنا حاسس إنه حيكون في طور ناس أكبر.
The first time I played through Miami, I could hear this 80s nightclub music playing through the walls of one of the buildings. The little details make it lifelike and it becomes
بروجرام عم تابع نحن هلا العرض المباشر لطور الأونلاين تبع كول اوف ديوتي الجاية كولد وور.
Basically, my goal is to never be on the main street.
أهلا وسهلا ياسين. وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. كيف الحال؟ إن شاء الله تمام.
Brittany hell. So I always go and try to flank and get those snipers from the back.
Our art and design teams worked really hard to bring the best possible night experience.
هلا والله
to the
بالكل.
players. You'll see that
أعطوني
play
أيوه
out
إذا
when you
متحمسين
sneak in
للعبة
shadows
مثلي أنا
on the
الصراحة. أنا
beach
كثير متحمس
or
لها.
engage enemies in the center
هلا
street.
جميعا.
It really makes people feel like they're in Miami in the 80s. It's pretty cool.
هاي أكثر خريطة صراحة أنا متحمس لها شكلها. وهي تبع الثلج.
In Crossroads,
هي تبع الثلج؟
NATO has
Yes,
learned
هي تبع
a large
الثلج.
Soviet missile convoy is on its way to the border.
Special forces dispatch alongside MI6
والله احنا مش جايين لك يا
to
برو جيمر.
convoy and secure the weapons before all hell breaks loose.
Soviet convoy disabled.
It's one of our most cinematic maps with a boots on the ground feel that feels pulled
في
from the
منطقة
campaign.
بالنص فيها أسلحة، أنت المفروض تدخل المنطقة هذيك وتسيطر عليها
But infantry combat doesn't take a
عشان
backseat in
تفوز.
Crossroads, as natural terrain and foliage masks movements and provides tactical advantages. There's a bunch of snowmobiles when you first spawn, and it's a mad dash to grab one. And now, running people over with the snowmobile is my favorite thing to do.
بتقدر تدعس الناس بالمنزلقة هاي المزلجة.
Crossroads is a bigger map, and that allows you to play the way you want to play.
أوكي.
The beaches of Miami, a frozen over lake, the open ocean. Our
وحوش
visual
اقسم بالله يا
research
شباب.
department racked up miles visiting them all. Because if you're going to deploy around the globe in this game, that required them to do the same. The mission for
جداً.
our artist is absolute authenticity. Step one in that process is photo scanning thousands of real-world objects, terrains, and materials. Those assets ensure our upgraded, physically based renderer delivers the best-looking Black Ops yet. True 4K, high dynamic range with
في
a true
4K
color and
باللعبة.
tone. Ray tracing on systems that support it.
وري تريسينج.
Photometric lighting courtesy of our Luminaire system.
هي مواصفات
and overall
الجرافيكس تبع
contour
اللعبة.
terrain system. The result is gritty, it's
ما
believable.
مشكلة بلا حبيبي.
I dare say it's got ambience.
يلا
Most
بشوفك قريبا إن شاء الله.
importantly, it sets the perfect stage for multiplayer combat. On that note, here's Matt with more on the modes and missions ahead.
أوكي هي الأطوار تبع اللعبة. هلا حكي على الأطوار تبع اللعبة.
But let's talk about what you'll play when you get there. In Black Ops Cold War, our classic game
رئيس
modes are
التصميم تبع
returning and
اللعبة.
they're better than ever. From
Matt
the tried and
Strong.
true team deathmatch, domination,
Team
and
deathmatch,
search and destroy,
domination,
to the return
search,
of
أكيد.
competitive game mode control. We've taken a fresh eye.
أي
to
في
all of
كنترول
your
حترجع
favorites.
كنترول.
We're encouraging more meaningful gameplay with larger capture zones and domination. We're updating spawn systems and hardpoint. And
أهم
now
شيء
we show you where
حيصير
the
في
next
spawns
hardpoint
جديدة
will
كمان.
spawn so you can regroup, rotate, and set up for the next fight.
حنلعب فاينل
Across
فانتسي
all
برو.
of our classic modes, we're working hard to make this the most rewarding and competitive multiplayer experience yet. And while your go-to modes are coming back better than ever, let's talk about the innovative new modes you'll be going to next.
في أطوار جديدة.
With that, let me introduce you to my teammate Marquise Gladney, who's here to tell you about the brand new
ماركي حيقدم
multiplayer
لنا
experience
أطوار
we
جديدة
call
هلا.
VIP Escort.
VIP Escort began with a question. How can we create a game mode inspired by the kind of real-life,
VIP
totally
Discord?
true, but completely redacted Black Ops that first inspired this franchise? The result is Extraction in its purest form, a new 6-on-6 objective-based game mode we call VIP Escort.
VIP Escort
In Black
أطوار
Ops, we
جديد.
normally task you with fighting, but VIP
6 ضد
Escort
6.
turns that on its head with a new mechanic. If you're selected as a VIP, your #1 job, it's to live. In this team-based op, your team will try to escort you off the map or eliminate the other team trying to stop you.
واحد بيكون بكل تيم VIP لازم
Instead, you'll deploy with the kitted out pistol, a smoke grenade,
الخمسة التانيين
a spy
بيكونوا عم
plane
يحموه.
for team intel, and a whole lot of hope that your team knows what the
حلوة
hell it's
هي
doing.
بيكون فيها
The
شغل
mission,
جماعي
stay
أكثر
alive
كثير.
and escape the map. To do so, you'll need to reach one of 2 possible exfil sites, which rotate over the course of the match to keep teams on their toes. There are stakes here. If you die, that ends the round. But team up and you can get your squad back on their feet quickly via last stand and revive.
اوكي هذا طور ظريف الفي بي اسكور.
Create layers of strategy and counterplay, injecting the best of Black Ops themes directly into this competition. Will your team pull Cold War mind games and misdirection by splitting up the squad to draw fire and create distractions for the VIP? Or is a full-on assault more their style? Will they travel ahead and scout, run protection detail, or take a bullet for you Secret Service style? My personal keys to victory? I stay close and escort the VIP and defend them at all costs. If the VIP doesn't make it out alive, it won't matter if you do. This new deniable operation only scratches the surface of what it means to play
شكله صعب
Cold
كثير
War
بس على فكرة يا
multiplayer.
شباب. بدك تحمي انت شخص واحد، اذا مات خلص راح الاوبجكتيف تبع اللعبة. في طور جديد كمان للستة ضد ستة.
Combined Arms is where multiplayer gets bigger and badder, bringing together the best of multiplayer's large-scale battles by combining infantry and vehicular gameplay into a single cohesive combat experience. In Combined Arms Domination, players will deploy into 12 versus 12 battles,
Combined
each customized
Arms
and unique to its own
Domination طور
environment.
جديد.
But these battles aren't just bigger
12
or more chaotic. We've worked hard to ensure the 2 levels of boots on the ground and all-out vehicular warfare complement
مو
and
بس
enhance
على
one another
الأقدام،
on
في
each
كثير
map.
على السيارات.
Tanks, snowmobiles, wake runners, gunboats, and more. These vehicles amplify the action, sure, but they also create jaw-dropping moments right in the middle of the fight. The way I personally play Combined Arms depends on my mood. If I'm going for the win, it's rally time, and I'm pushing to capture every objective on the map.
ما انت
Whether
مثل
that
جراوند
means
وور
loading
كانه.
up a gunboat on Armada or popping smokes so my team can cross the frozen lake in Crossroads. I'm putting my try-hard pants on and making it happen. And that's the thing. In Combined Arms, almost anything can happen. I'll seek out fun moments that aren't possible in other modes, like ziplining onto the enemy ship and seeing how long I can last before getting taken out. At launch, you can expect even more Combined Arms maps and modes, each tailored and tuned to bring the most fun,
لسه عم يكملوا
frenetic
الخرائط،
action
لسه ما
this
خلصوا كل
format can
الخرائط.
deliver.
قالوا لك انه لسه في
Take
تكميل خرائط
Armada, our most
ثانية.
unique map to date.
أرمادا
You saw
هي
earlier
أكثر
that the only life
خريطة
preservers on this sea-based map
جميل
are your
فيها.
tactics, as each capture
وأكثر
zone
خريطة
requires a
فريدة من
different
نوعها.
approach. Will you attack surgically with a 2-seater wake runner, gather your squad and storm the main ship? From zip lines that traverse the map to all new naval
واحد بيدافع وواحد بيهجم على
Armada is
السفينة.
Combined Arms Domination realized, bringing high stakes, high-speed combat to the high seas.
ويلكم، اهلا وسهلا. مين؟ معجب العتيبي، حيا الله، شكرا للمتابعة. اهلا وسهلا بالعيلة.
You'll need to choose how to take on those slow movers.
تمام.
So whether you're hopping onto a snowmobile for a quick flank or rolling up your sleeves and sticking on some C4, the story is yours to write in Combined Arms Domination. That's it for deniable operations for now. We ziplined, crossed frozen lakes, and dipped into Miami's beaches. That's really just the start of the full deniable ops experience. Add up the work on your favorite classic game modes to the arrival of new modes like VIP Escort and Combined Arms Domination. And it all stacks up to our most ambitious multiplayer yet. One you can play any way you want and in new ways you never expected.
Okay.
If you're a Call of Duty League fan, we have a bunch of new
أيوة.
stuff lined up
في
just
Call of
for
Duty League
you.
للبطولة.
This may be a multiplayer game built for everyone, but these will be your deniable operations. And now I'll turn it over to
حيحكوا عن
Tony to
البطولة
talk about
كمان،
what
عن
we mean
بطولة Call
when
of
we
Duty.
say signature combat.
Thanks, Matt. Now, a
والله
lot has
جايبين
changed
كله
for us since the
ظريف.
first Black Ops game. From our development pipelines to totally new technologies. But
كم
some
متابعة
things
عندهم
haven't
حاليا؟
changed. And after over a decade of making Black Ops games, we're more
421,000.
inspired than ever.
يا
Keep
إلهي.
honing in on that authentic, classic Black Ops feel, all while taking it to new heights. Now we
في
know
شيء اسمه
that to you,
signature combat.
combat is more than just pointing and shooting. It's about how your operator moves and weaves through your surroundings. It's feeling the power of your weapon, how it reacts in your hands. It's the sound
طبيعة
of
الحركة تبع الشخصيات والحركة والركض والسلاح كيف الايم.
Authentic, boots on the ground combat. And that has allowed us to not only refine the feel of the game, but build on all the
ما فيها مثل بلاك اوبس 4 بلاك اوبس 3 الاكزو سوت وبتلاقي بيحرقوا بكل محلات بس على الاقدام. بعدين بتستخدم راس المركبات اكيد يعني كمان.
across our created class and score streak system, where we're introducing features that bring unprecedented
هلا حيحكوا عن الكلاسات والستريكس والسكور ستريكس.
Now innovating systems while still capturing that signature Black Ops super smooth feel is a notoriously tricky thing to get just right. And we put everything we have into it for each game. This is an absolute team effort. So I brought some of my friends from the combat team to help tell you about our initiatives for this game and how they've resulted in signature combat that feels just right. Here's Max Porter to start us off.
We've taken lessons learned from across Black Ops and the entire Call of Duty franchise to land on a truly best-in-class weapon experience.
Okay.
The gun is always right in front of you and must look great.
أيوة.
From a gun seams down to its grime, the level of detail in Black Ops Cold War has never been higher. But our weapons also need to move in a realistic manner. You'll feel it in this game, whether you're clocking from long range.
واقعية أكثر. حبيبي والله بحبك كمان يا أخي.
When we think about a gun, we think about the way it looks, the way it's going to move, but a big part of a gun's personality is the sound that it makes. It's like the bark of the dog.
أيوة حيرجعوا الأصوات
Sort of
القديمة.
imagining all these guns as characters. That just adds to that level of realism and that sort of immersive quality that is unique to
الأصوات
Call of
الواقعية
Duty.
تبع الأسلحة.
It's this multifaceted approach to how weapons look, animate, and sound that together defines the feel of Cold War's signature gunfighting experience.
ما بنلعب ماينكرافت عشان
Here's
هيك.
Alvin with a debrief on some of the other combat systems waiting for you in Cold War.
اوكي هلا كيف بدنا نعمل كلاسات.
Let's talk about two of the most significant and impactful features of multiplayer. Create a class and score streaks. Our goal with Create a Class in Cold War is to empower you without making trade-offs. This year, better starts with simpler. Create a Class will be a slot-based system, no longer governed by allocation or the 10 system. You'll always boast a full class of a primary, secondary,
أساسي وفرعي
tactical, field upgrade, and a set of perks. Field upgrades are items placed in the world to give your team an advantage. You can earn them solely based on time, not score. And they are the only type of game content that works on a cooldown that lasts after death. Now, wild cards are back. In this system, in every class, you can pick one of 4 wild cards.
صعب انت بترجع تشوف بعدين ما مشكلة.
Load your primary weapon with up to 8 attachments, carry up to 6 perks, double the number of lethals and tacticals you have, or carry 3 primary perks from any mix of categories. Of course, a key component of Create a Class
XM
is the
AK-47. شفت ال AK-47
في Gunsmith.
قالوا ما في Gunsmith في Gunsmith
and attachments to
اللي هو بتقدر تعدل السلاح.
than ever before. Every primary weapon can be customized with 54 attachments across 8 different nodes
attachments بتقدر تغير فيه لكل سلاح.
6 options per attachment.
على الأقل 6 تغييرات لكل attachment.
With the gunfire wildcard. For the first time, Gunsmith will show you what equipping an attachment does.
أنا كنت متوقع ما حيسووها سووها حيعملوا الجنسميث.
Build backwards, specking out
They kept saying that they're not going to do it.
for results you want to see in the field. This takes the guesswork out of the system and helps us on our never-ending quest to make the most balanced Call of Duty game you've ever played.
Oh yeah, yes,
One more
Khalud.
thing I need to talk about.
I don't know why did it
First
get
up,
deleted.
We've updated score streaks so that earned scores
Don't use caps. I don't know why
This
the
change gives
bot
all players a chance to engage with score streaks. One of the
like
most
no blocks
visceral and fun
caps.
experiences
I need to fix my bots.
multiplayer's signature combat. If you do go on a streak and string together multiple kills before
Okay, خلينا نشوف
your
الستريكس
death,
طبعا.
streak score bonuses help you learn into those higher powered score streak tiers.
Gun chopper كأنه.
Prevent score streak spam. Each score streak
Chopper
will
gunner.
go on a cooldown after it's used to pace out frequency.
Yes.
So, what score
Okay.
streaks are we talking about?
الستريكس تقدر تطور تعملون على نفس الحياة يعيدوا بعض مش مثل Modern Warfare.
Score streaks in Cold War can be used in all the classic ways. To aid in taking an objective, to save your team, to break up the pace of the game with a fun new experience. We've also tailored strategy into the system, as score streaks can often be neutralized with a counter score streak. And now I'll pass it over to Sunny to share more about our operators and how they move.
تقدر تلغي سكور ستريكس بكاونتر سكور ستريكس فيك تو سكور ستريكس. اوكي الشخصيات تبع اللعبه.
Elite, covert, powerful. When you play as a Cold War operator, you won't just step into the boots of a highly trained precision instrument. Every movement will have a purpose. To increase the fidelity and feel of even the smallest elements, modelers, animators, and concept artists all work side by side, planning for every point of contact with every gun, every stance and position, every
صعب لك الصراحة برو قبل ترجع تشوف.
Dynamic bone counts, we've been able to enhance the effects of physics and gravity on what you carry, from the weight of your gear, like pouches and grenades, to the way a wallet chain or rope sways as you sprint. Your entire operator will move more naturally than ever. Here's 4 specific ways movement has improved with new cutting-edge techniques in animation and programmatic movement. The first is sprint takeoff. This is the feature that gives your operator a running start. You start with a little sprint and then it slows down to normal speed. This lets you feel the momentum of like where you're going and where you're going to end up. We wanted to preserve the fluidity and fun of an operator's ability to slide. In Black Ops Cold War, when you slide, you start and end in a crouch position in a believable way. This allows 2-player movement states to function better as one, all while improving gameplay and enhancing pace. Footstep control also plays a big part of the new movement system. Go faster and you'll make more noise. Of course, we still have Ninja as a player, but Ninja is no longer the only way to keep quiet. Whether or not you're crouched, how loud you get is now directly tied to how fast you're moving. Lastly, we've incorporated a classic jump with a much more natural height, which will very briefly slow you down on landing. Our goal in all of these movement mechanics is to ensure operators' actions are not just authentic, but intuitive. When you press a button or a key, you should always feel in control of your operator. And this system has been built to translate your decisions into dynamic movement more seamlessly than ever.
في رد فعل أظن رد الفعل هون أسرع بكثير. هلا we're waiting for zombies خالد. We're waiting for zombies. We'll have to wait and see.
It isn't just how a gun is shot. It's how that gun feels, how it sounds, how it's designed to create a combat experience. And combat isn't just about conflict. It's also movement. So the fluid ways in which your operator shifts around the AO and carry the gear you outfit them in is just as important as the choices you give them. Choices like the overhaul creative class system, all those attachment possibilities in Gunsmith, or the new ways you can earn and deploy score streaks in the thick of battle. These combat initiatives work together to deliver the most intuitive, plausible, authentic, boots-on-the-ground experience possible, and they're at the heart of Black Ops Cold War. Now, on that note, I'd like to introduce Miles, who's going to discuss some of the biggest innovations yet.
Thanks, Tony.
هلا مايز بده يقدم شغله هلا.
Let's talk Warzone. You've seen how we're pouring it all into the Cold War multiplayer experience, but let's confirm it right here, right now. Black Ops Cold War will also usher in the next evolution of Call of Duty Warzone, continuing an expanding blockbuster battle royale free-to-play experience. It'll be a true evolution, with Warzone not merely picking up where the Modern Warfare climax left off narratively, but also interweaving the themes, locations, weapons, and vehicles of Black Ops Cold War right into the action. Cold War and Warzone will also share post-launch content from a narrative standpoint across both the Battle Pass system and item shop content. This interlinks Call of Duty in ways that evolve the Warzone experience while delivering jaw-dropping moments. So yeah, you can expect some surprises along the way.
اوكي حيكملوا على الورزون لكن
the feeling of starting over. It's important to us
Warzone مش حتمشي حتكمل بس حتستلمها تري ارك عشان تكمل فيها.
And progress in Cold War is reflected in Warzone. While these are two very big games, from the beginning they've been built to work together. Your player experience is everything to us. So we're making sure Black Ops Cold War and Warzone share progression, with much of your previously earned Modern Warfare content, from weapons to cosmetics, still available for use in both Warzone and Modern Warfare. We're collaborating with our studio partners across Call of Duty to preserve continuity while building a new chapter of Warzone that will immerse you into all of the best elements of Black Ops Cold War. That's multiple studios totally committed to continuing this new tradition of insanely fun, absurdly accessible Warzone action. We can't wait for you to see how advanced and all of Call of Duty will evolve in the year ahead. That sense of interconnectedness, it extends beyond just Warzone.
That's why I'm excited to confirm that Black Ops Cold War will not only support cross-platform play and progression, but will also deliver cross-generation play to the game. That's because Black Ops Cold War is, at its heart, a connected experience. And playing together on whatever platforms you prefer only betters that experience. Cross progression across current and next generation systems.
اي اوكي ممتازة.
That won't be easy, but it's worth it to allow fans who have never had a chance to play together to squad up and deploy.
تشتغل على البلايستيشن 4 اكس بوكس 1 على اكس بوكس 5 والسيريز والبلايستيشن 5 كمان اكس بوكس سيريز والبلايستيشن 5 والبي سي كمان هتشتغل مع كل شيء.
Call of Duty experience, making it the deepest game in franchise history. Vaughn, where do we go next?
هيا يا فاندرا هارت.
On the subject of platforms, we've got a very special guest, Mark from Beanox.
Hey, what's up, Van? On behalf of Beanox, we are extremely excited and proud to bring Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War.
Experience, user experience director.
PC continues to be a critically important pillar of game development for the Call of Duty franchise.
هلا عم بحكي عن الكمبيوتر.
Major improvements we have made to Call of Duty PC in the past, including uncapped frame rates, high refresh rate support, and customized field of view. We're always looking for ways to improve features and customizable settings.
اوكي
One of the
مواصفات
biggest improvements
حاشتغلوا
this
هلا
year
عليها.
is that the Black Ops engine now runs on DirectX 12. This has led to a huge improvement in terms of performance and latency reduction. For players who prioritize immersive gameplay, we have a great partnership with NVIDIA to bring ray trace effects, performance accelerating deep learning super sampling or DLSS,
الجرافيكس حيكون تركيز عليها 100%.
optimization technology.
شكله حيكون
We will
اوكي شكله
implement ray
محتاجين
trace shadows and ambient occlusion to
انفيديا
improve the quality of
ال
light
3080.
shadow and sunlight shadow. This improves surface and contact detail and fixes problems associated with traditional shadow mapping techniques like aliasing, freckling, and disconnected shadows. Also, we will be implementing AI-powered DLSS, so players will be able to increase their frame rate while maintaining the visual quality of the game. For players looking for better responsiveness, we've integrated the Reflex low latency technology to lower system latency. This combines both GPU and game optimization. We're also happy to announce that Reflex will be coming to Call of Duty Warzone in the future.
نايس. في دعم كثير للجرافيكس تبع الكمبيوتر. في كثير دعم للكمبيوتر للعبة. الأب الروحي تبع كول اوف ديوتي. فاندرا هارت تفضل قل لي.
Black Ops Cold War is here, and it's ushering in a new chapter of deniable operations that are undeniably Call of Duty at its very best.
Operations.
Realistic, plausible, gritty.
مش نفس operations المعفنة اللي كانت بالمودرن وورفير صراحة.
Infusing the story and spirit of the Cold War
ما
narrative
بتعرف كيف تفوزها.
into everything we do,
شو الoperations تبع
even in multiplayer. You've seen our emphasis on authenticity shine through every location, every weapon, every vehicle, every character. Each one telling a story we can't wait for you to uncover and experience. You've seen us challenge ourselves to not only innovate on classic game modes, but introduce a new generation of instant classics. Modes like VIP Escort and Combined Arms Domination. You'll see that duo played today, and it's just the start. As we've got massive drops of free content planned post-launch, including new and limited time modes. No matter what type of multiplayer gamer you are, you'll find something for you. Tying it all together is that signature combat you love. Grounded and always realistic, you'll move fast and fluid. Feel powerful when you need to be, and customized just the way you want to be. The new creative class and score streak systems give you even more of what you love, infusing more control and cinematic moments with less friction between you and the gameplay than ever before. And this is a true connected experience. Warzone and Cold War. The events in one will impact the events in the other, expanding Call of Duty in new ways you've never seen before.
الفعاليات تبع وورزون حطيتها على الفعاليات تبع الكولد وور.
A cross-platform game, but it's also a cross-generation cross-platform game. Now, that should be the end of our show. But this wouldn't be a Black Ops multiplayer reveal without some Black Ops style mind games. We have talked a lot today about what Black Ops is how it feels.
حيلعبوا هلا الناس، حيلعبوا الستريمرز.
For over 10 years, Black Ops is also something else. A game that consistently presses the boundaries about what multiplayer means. Our team relentlessly looks for opportunities to offer new types of multiplayer experiences. In Black Ops Cold War, we're excited to be launching an entire new category of multiplayer gameplay called Fireteam. This new format of multiplayer brings together everything that we loved about making Cold War and everything you'll love about playing Cold War. Across every Fireteam mission and mode, you'll discover some of the most imaginative game loops we have ever designed.
Not yet, it seems, Khaled. Not yet.
Us to emphasize teamwork and reward creativity. And it allows you to do things you've never done in Black Ops multiplayer before. You'll fight in squads of 4 called Fire Teams. You'll deploy into larger maps, play fast, pushing through multiplayer objectives and modes.
Grand War نظريا.
The action
won't
just affect you, but the environment you battle in. Enter Fireteam Dirty Bomb, one of the most unique game loops we've ever imagined. You and your team must search for uranium. Then deliver that uranium to Dirty Bomb's position around the map. Deposit uranium and detonate the bomb. Now, avoid radioactive fallout as you navigate a toxic battlefield. Every decision you make impacts your survival rate and your success rate.
Oh wow.
We can't wait to tell you even more about Fireteam Dirty Bomb and the other Fireteam modes and maps in the weeks ahead as we get closer to our public beta. I guess there's only one thing left to do. Let's play Black Ops Cold War.
يلا مين حيلعب هلا؟ روح نتابع ستريمر ولا في اوريدي ماب حتكون شغاله؟ ما في زومبي. ما في زومبي.
Threat neutralized. You're here because you're the best special forces NATO has to offer. You're all that keeps the world from turning.
أنا ما همني الصراحة خلود، أنا الصراحة I'm getting it either ways. أنا حجيبها بالحالتين. لك الفايبس تبع بلاك اوبس always أحسن من at least من المودرن وورفير اللي شغالين فيها هلا. خلينا نشوف شو حتصير فيها يعني. هنعملها تجربة نشوف إذا وضع جيد ولا لا. لكن ما في ستريمر مثلا عمل جيم بلاي حيلعبوا؟ مستحيل، لازم يلعبوا على الأقل شوي. واو، نيك ميركس 100,000 فيو. واو. خلاص بنلعب Left 4 Dead إذا هيك خلود. We can play Left 4 Dead. خلصت ولا لسه في شيء تاني؟ شايف كله بيحكي زومبيز. ال This is no zombies, get out of here. Zombies. ما حكوا عن راك صحيح كمان. ما حكوا عن راك سيستم. I hope so. At least they kept the gunsmith. هذا أهم شيء الصراحة بالنسبة لي. They kept the gunsmith. Hopefully if we keep like spamming them, ترجع الزومبيز. Dub. Ripped SSD. I don't think we're gonna have any SSDs anymore يعني. Why does the بطيخ keep spamming? Sorry Khaled, I don't know. I need to fix this bot. I think I just need to remove the command تبع spamming caps. ما عندي فكرة. هلا بنشوفه. يا هلا كله بده زومبيز. ذات ات خلصت؟
digital copy and get early access to the
صراحة
open beta and
تحمست
instant
لها
access to the Woods
تحمست لها.
Operator Pack in Modern Warfare and Warzone.
في جيم بلاي؟ يو 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 خالد يو zombies. It seems that they're gonna have zombies. في zombies. في zombies شباب. Wait. I saw it. طلع. Yes. في zombies. Everyone, let's go. خالد. Yes. شوف التعليقات كله تحمس خلص. قصدك انه مستحيل بلد like انه Black Ops without zombies مستحيل. Man, okay, wait. Let me fix my. Sorry, Khaled. Let me just check it real fast. My bad. Okay. Smart way of pushing zombies. Hey, Maven, my guy. حيكون في multiplayer هلا.
Into the details around the next generation of global combat for Cold War multiplayer. So thank you, team.
We are pumped to start showcasing all the different deniable operations.
Wait, give me a minute, Khaled. I'm just gonna disable the caps
This
thingy.
right here is where we step into the awesome
Definitely. I already have the pre-order, bro. I already have the pre-order.
This year look good.
We're going live with Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War multiplayer, bringing you action
Already
from
عندي pre-order.
dozens of top creators and CDL pros from across the planet, from their homes to our studio to you, in a way and scale we've never done before. Each one of them is about to deep dive into the game, and we'll be jumping on board with them.
ساعات طويلة خالد ها. We're gonna just spam it. انت بيكون عندك الستريم ديك تبعك كمان نبدأ نعمل ستريمز مع بعض ها.
TDM, kill confirmed, and domination.
And we're about to wreak some havoc in brand new modes like Combined Arms, which just happens to include the vehicle-fueled warfare we gave you a little taste test of earlier. This unprecedented worldwide reveal also means that you're about to get your first good look at the highly competitive
التيز تبع الزومبيز كان كتير وسخة يعني لك فتحت في الآخر 5 seconds لسه ما خلصناها بس ايه we're gonna tease it. لا تخافوا لسه موجودة. شفت لاحظت الناس كلها بالكومنتس لا مش هنلعبها. بس تصرخ يا اخي ميفن على طول متحمس. بس نايس جابوا ميفن على الريليس. Hey Nameless, my guy. الCDL teams كلها هون.
Top streamers from around the entire world itching to play Cold War, and we're going to be kicking it off here very shortly. These guys have been streaming. These are your favorite guys playing, different games
مين حيلعبوا هلا؟ مين حيلعبوا؟
years and playing up some of them on the screen right now. We are going to have some of the guys that I've been loving to play with and watch over the years. Bobby Poff Gaming, Drifter,
Legion, Drifter,
Cat Gun, Legion,
Cat Gun ما بعرفها, Cat Conti ما بعرفها, Marksman, Nick Merckx, Noah J, okay. Marksman حيخرب اللعبة already هلا, حيبدأ يخرب اللعبة already. TP, Symphony, Tim the Tatman, مين Trimax, Trimax, ما بعرف Trimax. Hey, let's go خالد.
As well as
let's
some of our
go.
CDL pros, they're going to be all participating today. And now let's take a look at what these guys are going to be starting off with. We have 12 versus 12
12 ضد 12 هلا حتلعب. حنلعبها 12 ضد 12. بعتوا نوتيفيكيشن كمان الابلكيشن. عملوا لنا المالتي بلاير ريفيل.
Thank you so much, Nameless. Yes, for the commentary. Myself and
nice.
Big Merc. How you
مركزين على الموضوع
so excited to be here. Obviously,
البرومو تبع اللعبة شغالين عليه.
I cannot wait to jump into the gameplay.
Let's see. Hey, Merc.
They just look so darn good. Yeah, it's like death taxes, and we know we got a new Call of Duty every year, and I'm excited to get into this and look at all the new modes, the new vehicles, all the stuff we're going to touch on.
صراحة كمان كثير بحبه. I've been watching him all day long اليوم. His S&D maps.
Obviously had some eyes on with it, seen some of the players playing it, looked at some of the
Let's
internal
check
stuff, and it's just
Symphony.
really cool, like the passion and
excitement. I don't know if he's gonna trash this one yet.
Came out there for people to play.
Yeah, just so many
already
new things that we're going to be taking a look at. Just so many new features. As Nameless was saying, this map entirely on water. There's vehicles you can take around the map. You can play on the boats.
مثل Ground War إذا شايفين فوق.
It's first to 400.
And well, there's just so many different ways to play the map.
All right, so we'll kick it off with Noah J, the Easter egg man himself. He has been popping off lately. It's awesome to see his success, and obviously a very talented Call of Duty player in his own
Ricky
right.
موجود.
We'll see if he can hit with the sniper. Just taking a look at our good buddy Mud Dog's in there, Jericho, Teep. You've got a full laundry list of just popular streamers going off as Noah J hitting shots.
Mud Dog موجود.
Just right away, you look at this map, you look at this gameplay, and doesn't it just look like
مش مفروض يكون كمان كوريج؟ ما حطوا كوريج بالشو اسمه. هولو موجود من الأوبتيك تيم.
Man, I just love Treyarch.
No, yeah, I love the mini maps. So the first things we noticed when you took a look at the new title coming out this year.
I hate how they're running.
As you'll see in pubs more often than not, he's set up in a power position.
I don't know, man. I'm enjoying it صراحة.
Just looking to drop numbers, but yeah, I mean he's been around for so long.
مش موجود. Wait, أنا هلا حصلت. سكامب مش موجود.
He's experienced everything Call of Duty has to offer, but yeah, it's what Nameless was saying. Just this is like what the first map that's completely on water.
Oh
you
yes.
already see score streaks coming in.
My guy, Scump موجود. Scump is streaming it. Come on.
He is just dominating the other team, but still a tight race in the score department.
Yeah, I mean his first clip when he first tweeted out, I was watching as you guys were introing it. You know, we're going through the devs.
حنتعود عليها بالأخير.
He's back. Noah's so excited. You see the zip line coming through from ship to ship. It just looks so smooth. Chaos.
ما شاء الله كله already. Marksman is live by the way, Khalid. Come on. If you want to open him on the side, let's see.
You know how much he loves to operate with that sniper in hand. He's got the shotgun for close range. A reminder, this is combined arms domination, 12v12. And we're going to be showing a wide range of stuff today, right? We're going to have some 6v6, 12v12, showing different maps, from your 3-lane maps to your more open kind of sandbox maps as well. There's something for every player in this title, and you know we'll progress through that over the course of the next 2 hours or so. But just exciting to see the new twists on gameplay that Treyarch have to provide. Obviously, we love working with them, and the gameplay they've come up with throughout their insane.
Yeah, and something to notice today when we're going through domination, something that's a little bit new compared to past Call of Duty titles. It's not just one flag. It's more of an area that you're really going to be capturing. It's going to create more of a, I think, a combat dynamic around those zones.
swag
right? So,
كمان
You
موجود.
know, you can play in different areas.
Nice.
You can capture it from different spots. But
زوما موجود. Marksman هلا بهاي الماب.
Swag. We're going to be jumping from lobby to lobby. We got a lot of
بريستا.
different creators.
هذا مش بريستا هذا swag. هذا مش بريستا. Hey, Jericho.
We've been watching him a lot on Warzone. We know what a monster
I like Modern Warfare way of running. حنتعود عليها.
One of my favorite streamers to watch. You know, he gets in some of these big tournaments. He'll play on Warzone in various modes. And Jericho, maybe not the most talented player in the entire world. But you know what?
I wouldn't walk the lab.
He's one of the most entertaining streamers in the world, and I love Jericho. That guy's a beast.
He loves to have fun, and that's what's important. You know, he's trying to show off the zip lines a little
أنا ما
bit.
فارق معي حتعود عليها بالأخير. مين هذا؟ أوه سكايز. في كثير من المحترفين تبع اللعبة.
He was an MVP candidate for us, but here you go. You see him taking a boat, trying to capture this A zone, and yeah, swimming. Well, when was the last time you saw swimming? What, Black Ops 3, right? So you know you have these different features from past titles.
Nice.
We'll see what he can do from the sneaky underwater positions, but yeah, just working the objective.
حلو الكابتر. Oh wow.
As his team, I think, doesn't have a single cap as of now. But remember, we're going to be hopping through a variety of matchups. Right? There's a lot of players playing this, a lot of different streamers. If you're wondering why the score looks a little bit different, we're just hopping to a ton of different POVs and showing you guys how stuff is breaking down throughout the course of the
man,
day.
the myth,
as we
the
go
legend.
right over to Marksman, and he's in a boat looking to get busy.
Yeah, you can see he's got a turret on him as well.
Yeah,
just,
right, Priester.
Right, you can hear that. Priester, that's a nice headshot. Marksman, known for his search and destroy gameplay. He has been playing Call of Duty for so long since we've been involved. So great to see him involved today. Yeah, just patrolling the area right now with this boat.
Swag. حاطين التاك تبعه غلط.
He's getting aggressive. He's got the MP5, the classic MP5, and you can just
صوت تم دتات من ورا.
I'm not a father, but I am also bald, and I know it makes life a little bit more difficult. But Tim, there is love out there for bald men like us, and you're an absolute beast. But yeah, are you surprised to see Swag with an MP5 in hand?
No,
looks to be very natural.
Yeah, getting aggressive, right? You watch him play Warzone.
Hey, let's go.
You see the movement coming in.
Oh, Hutch موجود.
Modern Warfare. It's going to take them some time to get used to the movement. throughout the maps, and nice shots on it by Tim. He's rocking that assault rifle.
Did he beat Scump in a gunfight?
By Tim.
Hey, Scump موجود.
That assault rifle.
حتى سكامب موجود. Hey, hey.
There's a multiplayer to work with, but also one thing I kind of like is, we've talked about sort of score streak spam in the past when somebody's going off. The fact that there's going to be kind of a cooldown on it, so there won't be that same spam. It's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. I'm excited to see how it works in the various pub modes, but we'll take a look at kind of the loadout screen.
عم تعطيني vibes تبع ال Call of Duty Black Ops 2.
We're hearing as well, maybe a little coaching for the squad.
At least I do, so that's what I'm going to go looking for.
All right, so Drifter, you're hearing his strategy around this zone. He likes to get in the water. He likes to get busy, just trying to look around.
أكيد مش لهالدرجة برو جيمر.
So darn good in this area.
Driftor.
Graphics, all the different colors.
I was actually thinking about that. Like, it's actually crazy.
Yeah, I'm not
it's actually crazy, like how.
So I'm actually gonna.
الجيم كبيرة يا أخي.
Now that's like a silly thing to talk about when you think about years and years and years ago, like various games. Like, it's just nutty how far it's come.
Looks like Drifter.
English,
trying
please.
to figure out what he wants, but I just love the 74U. It's always been one of my favorite guns. Back from COD 4, back from Black Ops 1. I am so excited that it's back here in Cold War. Nice shots by Drifter with that headshot taking down Hutch. Hutchy Hutch. So he just continues to go around his zone, and well, it is that's not Hutch.
Well, that's Karma.
That's Karma.
I don't know, Hussein. Doesn't seem boring, صراحة. Doesn't seem boring.
One of my favorites to watch at the beginning of the games because he
he's
always switching it up, trying different weapons. Like the guy just loves playing COD.
No, yeah, he just.
كأنه كمان في صوت وايلد
I think a little bit of trash talk that was coming from his former teammate Scump, Seth Abner. Abner, absolute monster. Yeah, I'm not sure who Seth Abner is, but yeah, Seth Abner, absolute beast.
Yes.
Okay. Well, maybe to a different POV.
Wait. Oh, he was watching Scump. He wasn't even playing.
Enable.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Okay. I was wondering why I was hearing kind of Seth's call-outs more than anything.
Enable كاميرته جاية.
And this is a
لكم كيف جاي كاميرا انيبل بالضبط. طلعوا على الكاميرا تبعي. كاميرا انيبل هيك جاي.
I mean, listen, the guy as a boat just flew off.
هيك انيبل عم يطلع.
What's going on? Nice shots, takes down Courage. I don't know. He didn't have the best year for the Seattle Surge. And listen, he's trying to earn some stuff.
Yeah, there is swimming.
Deputy had bad now.
I don't know what
in case you weren't aware.
really means, but I love it.
Yeah, and this is a guy whose company we've enjoyed a lot this year playing Call of Duty with. Symphony, absolute monster, one of the most talented gamers I've ever had the privilege of playing with. The guy is nutty, and well, you can see how accurate he can be. There's Hutchy Poo. How you doing, sir?
Hutch back in a boat. Back in a boat. Is he just going to get it? Get on the turret as well. Tries to take down the player ziplining across. And I don't know, man. Watching the players zipline, it just looks so smooth. The pace they go at, it looks incredible.
No, it really, really does. It's just going to be a fun mode to... I mean, what's the...
I am back.
Talk about different maps and competitive and 3 lanes or sandbox, wherever it is. Like, at its core, Call of Duty is just fun. And this just looks like it's going to be a blast. Because I'm at the most comfortable in the water, Joe. I'm a modern-day Aquaman. No, I hate the ocean. I'll be honest with you. I'm just absolutely terrified of open water. No.
Hey, Nick Merckx.
Yeah, you don't seem like a big swimmer to me.
No.
ملك التويتش حاليا.
That's what they need to add. Just sharks.
ملك الاكتيفيجن حتى.
Like a score streak. You call it Jaws? Call it Jaws? I like that.
I'm with that. Fucking high. I don't think Nick is very pleased with how that gunfight just went for him.
No, he got smoked. He got headshotted. Well, yeah. I mean, sometimes you get headshotted in Call of Duty, that messes with you. But Nick, we know.
أظن راح يعمل تطويرات لخرائط صغيرة شوي. أوه حط على سيمفوني. حط على سيمفوني.
If you can see his forehead, he's into it.
He's not. Yeah. Like he's not sweating enough yet.
No.
You mean like once it's only forehead?
Ah, my guy, Legion.
I guess it would only be.
Yeah, right. Well, over to Legion, God, if you haven't checked out his stream, one of the more entertaining people in the
أكتر عن جد
world.
أكتر إنسان ممتع بال.
Fantastic singing voice as well.
streams يا أخي.
Do you guys want to come see my watch? I don't know what he's doing. You want to come in here and see my watch?
Retype that, Khaled. Retype that.
Yeah, I do.
I think he's just. I don't know what that was.
I have no idea.
actually playing the alpha right
now.
Yeah,
no, this is live for us too. All of it.
Prestige
live action going down now.
Feel free to ask, and I'll try to answer them the best I can.
He's gonna try to answer some questions with his.
Oh wow. Prestige قاعد مع الناس.
Go ahead, take him through it.
Yeah,
nice. Prestige عم يعطيهم ريفيو للجيم. حلو.
It's not as big as Ground War, smaller teams.
Shotgun.
It's 12v12.
Yeah, 12v12, not as big as Ground War.
حلو. ما مشكلة ما مشكلة
blows my
بروجرامر.
mind about this stuff.
خذ وقتك.
Because obviously, I'm not very good at it.
Testament.
Like, I can like answer questions with viewers and stuff while I'm playing, but doing like a full like commentary and like answering a lot of questions, I can't do it. Like, I get people doing it like over their gameplays, like a video thing, but that's a skill to just sit there and just still play casually and fry while you're doing it.
Yeah, I mean he didn't have game audio up. Like, he was there like I'm going to
أصلاً هذا من أمريكا الجنوبية ولا شيء أول مرة أشوفه الصراحة.
One of the best snipers in the world, especially in Call of Duty. This guy,
من أفضل snipers في العالم.
Ridiculous clips on his YouTube, on his social media.
You're sitting next to one of the greatest snipers alive too, Joe.
حرق ديبو يا زلمة.
Honestly, it just depends. If you're about 7 to 8 hours in, your hands are warmed up. That's the hot spot, yeah.
Not that we recommend gaming that long, but I do it every day.
مين هاي؟ Sean G Gaming. Sean J Gaming.
Looking for the angles.
Ooh, nice position.
Nice little cheeky position there as people are pushing out.
قلت لكم
the health port in effect.
لازم اشتغل انا كاست للكول اوف ديوتي يا اخي.
The opposition trying to work towards that E-cap. I'm going to get back over to Drifter. Well, getting in the boat didn't go super well.
Deputy had bad.
That's what I was talking about earlier. Deputy had bad.
الماب كثير كبيرة على فكرة.
You're about to get had bad.
It's massive.
And listen, for some of these content creators,
Scumpy. طلع الكيلز. Scumpy. Scumpy.
Listen, it's going to be
Scumpy لسه بيقتل يا إلهي. شو صار؟ شو صار بالكيل فيد؟ What? Yo.
He's doing some crazy stuff.
كانوا جاب شيء ستريك فيها شيء 10 عن جد.
It's an RC car.
RCXD رجعت. حرق ديبك. ليجند اقسم لهذا الأسطورة. هذا إنسان أسطورة بالجيم.
Rocking AK-74U in hand. Streaks have been soaring. They're up 100 points, and the king is here.
قاعد بالزاوية.
Oh, Timmy's got an artillery called in. That's going to connect with you. You hear Jack. Jack is just lighting it up in the kill feed with the chopper gunner.
Let me call that in, guys.
It seems like some of our players starting to figure out a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these guys, like, it's been cool to see them like kind of come back to their roots. You know, they'll play other titles at
Yes,
times.
the RC is back.
Just coming back to their
ما راح أحكي عليك برو جيمر لساتهم عم بيلعبوا يعني عم بعمل كومنتيتنج على اللي عم بيصير.
Courage JD, one of my best pals, and I hate to give him credit, but he's actually pretty nasty at the game as well.
هاتش هذا الإنسان يعتبر من أساطير الكونتنت كريشن تبع الجيمنج بالعالم. أيام وقت مشنما كانت مشنما ما بعرف إذا حدا بتذكر مشنما اللي هي كانت أول كولكتيف للكونتنت كريترز تبع الألعاب. هاتش سينانرز
We'll have to look at the maps, but there's an opportunity.
He's got the practice. He has the experience. كلهم كانوا على طول تلاقيهم هن مثل الآباء الروحيين تبع المحتوى الرقمي تبع الجيمنج.
He's retired. We love you, Doug Sensor Martin.
Oh my gosh.
Legion's just laughing. I don't know. What?
Alright, I'm gonna show you guys.
Legion رائع.
I pride myself in my accent.
عم يطلع له السبس بشكل.
Besides the sniper rifle right now.
ليجن عم يطلع له السبس على الطالع 68 تقريبا 70 ببث واحد لا بأس ها؟
Well, yeah, it looks like it's just one of those maps that it's either like long range fights with a sniper or close range up close and personal with a shotgun or an MP5, but there's the defeat.
I kept hearing someone go, oh my gosh, that's his sub sound. That's what that was. I literally just kept hearing it going over and over and over again. I was like, what is going on in this stream?
That makes sense.
Make sure I'm doing everything I need to be doing.
Well, as he thanks the subs, we wrap up the first map. Legion, enjoy that little 70 train. Hope you're having a great time. But we're going to go through a lot of different maps and modes. That was the first of the 12v12.
عم بحكي معكم عم بحكي مع اخوي.
And then you see some
عم بحكي مع حالي عادي كمان.
You know, you have score, you have damage dealt, you have eliminations again. You had EKIA in Black Ops 4. It looks like that's making that return. And you can sort of see your past history throughout that. So it's awesome to see.
Yeah, very, very clean. But they'll get ready, locked and loaded to get into the next game as we continue on through the Cold War multiplayer reveal. We hope you like to look at the first map. But again, this is going to be a wide range. We're going to try and show everything.
ريفيو سريعة.
Vehicle and sandbox maps like you just saw there. We'll get smaller maps as well as we continue on through. But yeah, Miami just looks
نايس ظريف بس كبيرة كثير الخريطة والحركة كتير فيها صعبة. تنزل لتحت المي بدك تطلع على منصات بعدين تطلع على سفن من طرف وبدك تطلع من جوا. رائع. لا رائع ما حالك مو رائع بس أظن محتاجين كتير وقت نتعود على البطء تبعها شوي. ما بعرف إذا حتكون سريعة مثل العادة. حاسس حتكون بطيئة. ما حتكون مثل العادة. ما حتكون مثل ما حتكون مثل المودرن وورفير. المودرن وورفير سريعة كتير لأنه المابس تبعها كتير صغيرة. هاي المابس تبعها كتير كبيرة.
But those guys are moving really, really fast, so it could be very difficult. So as you can see right here, we have Noah J. He's using a sniper and a shotgun, and Sky's one of our CDL pros. He was in the boat early on, and what I find interesting about the boat is you can operate the turret as you're driving it, and then
ما صح يحطوا zombies. I think it's still under development, Khaled. That's why they only teased it. They did not show you an actual release of the game.
Right there,
enable.
Fly up into the sky out of nowhere. I think Enable just bumped into it, but we see some M4s. For those of you who love Warzone, the M4 is back, and it's fantastic in this game. You can see them beaming people long range. Moving over to Symphony. This guy has the absolute best shot in the game. Nick Merckx has run that 74U as well. He was just trying to get up close and personal inside of some of the domination points, and he was playing real well early on, trying to pick up those streaks. And I also noticed a lot of players were loving to use that tac laser, so you can just hit
هذا الإنسان ما بعرف مين هذا تستيمنت بس السنايب تبعه ممتازة.
He had an opportunity for the triple, and he was trying to get the feed, and you
وهذا أسطورة الأساطير هاتش. أنا هلا بعتبره ليجند بالعالم تبع الجيمنج. لولا هو وسينانرز ما بتعرفوا لا هو ولا سينانرز. لولا هو وسينانرز من 2006 أول آخر 2006 وقت نزل اليوتيوب نفسه. هن كانوا البعدين بالجيمنج. حبيبي والله برو جيمر. خالد you're a good friend. سمعت؟
But for now, we got to watch some more gameplay. So take it away, Jess.
Thank you so much, and yeah, I am so excited to see these VIP escort missions. It's matches rather. It's 6v6. The key is one player on the board is the VIP, and depending on which team you're on, you're either trying to rescue the VIP
escort. هي حتكون رائعة. هلا بنشوف ال VIP escort. الاسكورت حتكون انت حتحمي شخص واحد.
And Maven, I know you guys were just hyping up, so take it away, guys.
تحمي.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm excited to see the new mode, but yeah, really to see Miami. It was cool to hear kind of the level designers talk about it, but aesthetically it was just very, very pleasing. I like neon lights. I like colors. It looked gorgeous, Joe. Just like your eyes.
Listen, I would love to go on a date in Miami.
يا أخي Maven ما بطيء.
We did that last year. We went there for some football event. Right now. We went and saw a film together. We had a nice dinner.
I want to do it again. But I don't know, dude. Just the 80s style that they were talking about. As you said, the neon lights. You're going to have the water that are going to play. The way the levels designers talked about it. There's just a lot of different elements to it. It's sort of you can play very aggressive through the middle of the street.
Okay, خلينا نشوف هاي كنا نلعبها هلا.
I don't know if we're going to Miami. I think we're actually
هاي مش الفي اي بي. هاي كل كونفيرم مش الفي اي بي اسكوت لسه. كل كونفيرم تعرفوها. تقتل شخص تاخذ التاج تبعه تعطي نقطة للفريق تبعك. قد ايه السكور؟ 75.
Not a lot of buildings to go.
No, it's all terrain. There are no buildings.
Yeah, no buildings. You heard the devs talk about it. It's a big fight around that sort of center satellite.
Yeah, and Kill Confirmed has obviously been a fan favorite. That's always been my go-to for, I don't even know why, like pubs and just leveling up weapons or leveling up my character. I feel like it's always been one of the faster ones to get experience, and it's just always been fun because it's like TDM but adds that little objective thing. Because for those of us that aren't
it's much more open, Khaled. ما في closed areas.
Well,
it's not as close as
momentum mode where like if you get going, you get the kills, you get the
it's very open until the
you can have some big
no.
But I am excited
it's cold.
to see and how this plays. As you said, you can play sort of out in the
It reminds me of a game of a map back in Black Ops 2 or Modern Warfare 3. I can't remember what was that map.
It's very different. Open water with jet skis and boats. Now we're heading to the desert, so should be quite a bit different. But you're probably going to see people messing with all different types types of weapons. And yeah, this is a lot more similar to last year when you talk about stuff like Gunsmith and the attachments that you can put on guns and how you can deck them out. And just the amount of variance that you can have. Like, it seems like fans really, really liked that last year. They really like, I guess the more you can customize, the better in a lot of people's eyes. That is going to be here and even bigger and better.
Well, it's just a sort of, you have the weapon. And I think in past Call of Duties, you had the weapon, and it was basically, it had one play style around it, right? And I think what last year and this year really do is you can use that weapon, and you can play around it in so many different ways. So it's a combination of, you have the different weapon styles, but you can also switch those weapons up.
حول على سكامب يا اخي. مين درفتون؟ حول على سكامب على الأقل بدي واحد يعطي ريفيو اكشن ريفيو عن شو اسمه.
The variance that you can have is nuts. Well, Drifter, if you haven't watched him before, he is the guy to watch talk about weapons. Like, I remember, God, this is all the way back in like AW or something, but he was like telling pro players what to use one weapon versus another because the RPM of the bullets was fast. He really breaks it down on a technical level. So if you ever want to check him out, very, very cool. But right now we're basically just waiting on one of these
like a shotgun.
Different squads we have to get into the game. It looks like they're getting ready to load
satellite. طلع دي open.
The way you load into the map.
It almost looked like something from like a major motion.
It looks like a trailer
from a movie, like a movie trailer or something,
looks so cool. Oh, you
عندهم already level ups الشباب. Bellington 703 level 31 type 822 level 26.
Right into the mix.
This is not my skill set exactly, so
طب حط شخص ثاني.
But you're ready for some.
I'm ready, Drifter.
Okay.
That's fine. We've all been there. We like the new Call of Duty comes out, you gotta try everything. You gotta try everything.
Symphony, Priesta, Deep, Skies, Marksman,
you see the tags everywhere you've got to collect.
Legion, Zuma, Scum.
Mostly we're gonna kind of enjoy the
Oh, Fearful! Fearful! Yo! Fearful موجود. Fearful, yeah. واش اوكي عندنا ستريمر عربي موجود. Hey! Fearful موجود. Wait, Fearful موجود? Interesting. What? جابوا Fearful لللانش. منيح في اهتمام لكن بالميدل ايست. خليني اتاكد بس.
Some that have been more powerful for him, stuff he's like to roll with. The Type 63 in hand now, and you heard him say it hits hard. Like, it looks like he's like 2 or 3 shotting the players he's pushing.
Yeah, this is a semi-auto gun. So I'm gonna use this gun for probably a couple more rounds, and then I'm gonna switch it up.
شفت اسم Fearful انا بالكلز.
So he's got the semi-auto gun, and now we both expect Teeth to have some big games today.
Give me that, give me that.
As he starts to snap on board, and there is a Sim with the 74U. Again, I think the 74U just right away going to be people's favorite.
This is just one of those like all-time favorite guns.
Yes, Fearful موجود.
I like this one.
نزل فيديو نزل فيديو انه حكم من اول العرب اللي عم يلعبوا.
Combat, as we mentioned, it's all terrain, so no buildings, just all finessing around these dunes and blown up planes you see towards mid-map, but
and you can see sort of like the sliding, right? Because
مش عامل ستريم هو.
Used to that, it looks like the sliding mechanic very quick as we're on board with Midnight. We love Midnight, one of the best snipers. She has been around for so long, and she is locked into the stream, just trying to figure out what she wants to
Khalid,
use right
soon.
now. But you gotta go through
in less than a year. We just need to push content over and over.
Hour of a new Call of Duty. It's just going through all the settings, making sure everything's set right.
Nowadays, you're like,
no,
what does this do?
I can change dead zone and zoom sense. And
whoa.
There's no sniper glint. That's another thing.
Yeah, once you could. What was the first title where you could like go to like a fraction of a point? Like instead of like you're 5.5, 6.6, it's like 6.17.
Yeah.
All right. You can definitely find
ريكي موجود. واو. حتى ريكي موجود.
The level of customization, and Hutch is just mind blown currently by the level of talent in this lobby.
Yeah, they used to talk about Ricky, who is Los Angeles Guerrillas coach. So yeah, but he used to be a pro player. Doesn't miss much.
Yeah.
Ammo Legion getting subs over subs 136 in less than an hour. Hey, not bad.
He's just blowing him up.
Typical gamer might be my dad. Dr. Odin, I appreciate the 14.
He missed all of his shots, and typical gamer did not. His Legion got fried, and
all right, say a prayer.
Now he is his papa.
Yeah, you have all these content creators in pros, and they want to put up the base games today, right? Like, they want the most eyes on them. They're trying to say, hey, did you see what I just did today?
Yeah, so just a reminder, in case you weren't aware, like, you can watch the main broadcast here. We'll be hopping through a lot of the different POVs, and, you know, Joe and I'll be breaking down a lot of stuff with you from highlights as well, but all these guys are individually pushing their POVs as well.
نشوف باقي المابس بس ننزل اللانش.
You like put your hands down, you know what I'm saying?
So that was Black Ops 4.
Well, thinking about the drop shot, the slide mechanics, I think they're, I don't want to say controversial is the right word, but the difference in them between devs and titles, like there's a lot of difference there. So you always want the first thing a pro player or top player like Priest is trying to figure out is movement mechanics, which maybe give you an edge. So a little bit different of a drop shot or slide mechanic in this particular title that he's talking through.
Yeah, no, a lot of these guys, they are sort of...
هذا سيمفوني خارق هذا الولد. يعتبر أظن من أفضل 10 حاليا بالورزون.
We actually enjoyed pizza and ice cream with Sim yesterday. It was wonderful.
it was
great to meet Sim. He is exactly...
هاي سكامبي. هذا أنا بالنسبة لي هذا الإنسان أفضل competitive Call of Duty بالتاريخ بالنسبة لي. اوه واو سكامب 529 سبسكرايبر 529 ساعة تقريبا. يو سكامب حركات.
But I think it's cool to, you know, obviously we'll be chatting through stuff, just high level, enjoying the different players going through it. But it's cool, just I feel like we've gone through what 15 different POVs, and hearing them focus on different things because a lot of them come from different backgrounds, right? Like some of these are pro players, some are casual players, some are streamers, and just hearing the different things they're focusing on as we get into the game is pretty neat.
Yeah, I mean, you have people who are trying to focus on trying different weapons. You got the pros who are trying to figure out the mechanics.
Yeah. No need to be excused pro gamer عادي.
We're on board with espresso.
لا تروح دغري عادي ما مشكلة ما ضروري تحتاج حبيبي.
But yeah, you heard Scump sort of talk about the slide cancel, the slide movements, pretty similar, but the drop shot not as much.
This hurts. Well, a little bit of a streak rolling here.
وراك.
As he continues to try and finesse with one of our favorite guns, the MP5, absolute powerhouse at close range, hits like a truck, hip fire, tried and true.
We're not doing too bad this game, eh?
Yeah, well, from what we've seen, you have been sort of running in circles. But he's posted up and looking for the action. Oh, there's the strategy.
Oh, yeah, bait the tag. I like it. Yeah, you can just tell, much smaller map than what we saw, but I don't know who that was.
أهلا وسهلا وعليكم السلام حسن. هلا وغلا. كيفك؟ إن شاء الله تمام. فيز.
I think it was Noisy Butters did. I think it was Noisy Butters just smoked him.
مين أنتي؟ فيز مين هي؟
Well, we're talking about Noisy. She's talking about metas already in the alpha. You see the top right? It is alpha gameplay. The devs
no?
There's going to be some adjustments. She's like,
AK-74 is 100% the meta?
The meta.
All right, okay. Well, it's set in stone.
Why do I throw C4? Like, why am I even using it? I don't know.
الثرو تبع C4 غريبة كمان. نظامها هيك. وعليكم السلام حسن حبيبي كيفك؟
Do you know how lovely that is? Do you know how great that is?
I tend to agree with you.
That's probably, I don't know who.
She's talking about the different
audio
that we touched on with the devs coming in.
I don't want to misquote it because I know Jess went through a lot of it and you heard the devs talk about it, but yeah, the 3D audio, talking about the directional sound and how, what is the, dude, I gotta look this up. I have all the sheets in front of me. What was the thing where it like focuses more on what's happening near you, which sounded awesome. Where did I have that? Hold up. I have so many notes. Okay, hold on. The threat priority system. So the new threat priority audio system dynamically assigns priorities to different sounds during a firefight, ensuring the player hears all the sounds they need to be successful. I think that's awesome. Like to just
this is the early access.
Couple of things you really need to hear during a gunfight.
Yeah, I mean, you think about like in the past of score streaks
لأنه عم تابع فعالية إنجليزية.
It feels like this system is going to try to... What do you need to hear? What is going to help you most?
Yeah, audio obviously not an easy thing to nail, but it's cool to see the new tech coming into play from Treyarch for this particular title.
We kind of closing.
Artillery targeting detected.
And all I keep thinking about is like what the Dune trailer came out today. We're just battling the dunes now. I'm very excited for that film, Joe. I'm sorry.
It looked incredible. Not as incredible as this game, though. I cannot lie.
That is true.
I'm bored with Shane, London Royal Ravens coach. He used to be a pro player. He is in a pretty intense lobby. It looks like this is a close game, 58-57 with a minute left. He's got this 74
والله شفت لك انا بالاكثر يا حسن. انت كيفك؟
But yeah, you can sort of see the slide mechanics.
اهلا وسهلا اهلا وسهلا بروجرامر.
But it seems like it got up a little bit slower maybe than last year, but
اوه في هيلث بار لل
sort of Jericho talked about the score streaks, right? Because they don't reset on death. You're playing with some of the best players in the world. They're going to get those guaranteed.
مشكلتان هاد حسن.
You need a player like Jericho to shoot him down. Maven, you did that well when we used to play pub. That was your go-to.
I find a lot of satisfaction out of destroying. Oh, you're frying the lobby. Well, I'm gonna fry your score streaks.
Yeah.
Dude, look at that! Look at the drop shot there.
I think I saw a skunk into
Yeah. So this particular game's close. The other one looks to be a bit of a blowout.
It un-ADS this every time.
Yeah, it almost looks like the weapons are like as efficient as the rockets and ripping down the score streak. So,
and that did not pan out. Okay, cool.
And you heard just talked about that going to prone. It un-ADS's you. And that's just sort of dev to dev, right? I mean, that's typically what Treyarch does. We saw that in Black Ops 4 as well.
نصير قصدك.
A lot of that is just due to the strength and drop shots in some games, but trying to stay alive is this that was a close one.
He just distorted chopper, and I heard another one getting called in there. So that was tough, but it is a 7-point loss for Drifter and company. The score streaks were raining on it, the tail end of it, but for those of you killed confirm lovers, this looks like a very, very fun map for some of your core modes to bounce around on. Obviously, a lot of new things coming to this title, new maps, new modes, but the familiarity of the Call of Duty franchise still there, and this looks to be a fun one.
Yeah, it absolutely does. Just a lot of close quarters.
لا بس متابع لأنه هي فعالية شغالة.
Right into the action, right? Just right into it. You're gonna have to take your time. As these guys are gonna just try and figure out what they want to use for the next map.
I like you kind of hearing this from Drifter.
The wild cards. I actually wanted to see these.
Exactly. He's going through the various guns, also looking at different perks that he wants to check out.
Ooh, I saw Ninja, and that makes me very excited. Has a perk.
Which one?
Scavenger, I prefer.
You remind me of a Ninja.
Ninja is pretty much.
I don't really think. No, I don't think so. But I saw that like you can walk, and that is dead silent as well. So it looked like Ninja. It deals with it's quieter the more you sprint. So there's definitely you have to play around the audio system, the movement system.
Yes.
Your Call of Duty brand is just beautiful, Joe.
I just read stuff. People, they've played the game already. They're just telling me what to do.
It's attractive, Joe. That's all I'm going to tell you.
أنا برد عليك إن شاء الله. أنا صار لي فترة ما فتح انستغرام تبعي لأنه حسن.
To Nameless.
That's all right, Joe. I read stuff as well, but that map looked absolutely amazing. I mean, you saw a lot of the players while they spawned on the outskirts of the map, they ran straight to the center to get in those up-close gunfights. We saw 74Us, we saw MP5s, and also that Type 63 looked pretty nasty. We saw TP picking up some multi-kills with it. And what I want to highlight during these highlights is that the time to kill looks absolutely phenomenal. You see these players having sort of these longer gunfights, and the player who hits the better shot is going to win it. This Type 63 and the Sniper, those were two of my favorite guns to see.
Midnight.
But towards the middle of this game, a lot of the players decided to put away the Sniper and pull out that submachine gun because it wasn't working that well. You can see Hutch back here. He picks up a kill here in a moment, and then he decides to, put that Sniper away and pull out a sub. He was calling out Ricky for killing him over and over, saying Ricky's the guy who always gets me every single lobby that I'm in.
أكثر إنسان ممتع
بالكومنتري تبعه.
حيا الله بالسبع متابعين. أيوه على السريع. هاتوا أيوه.
Moving on, we saw Scuntman. This guy's just always a beast at every single Call of Duty. One of the best Call of Duty players of all time, and he's staying with that 74U. It seems to be the gun that he's most comfortable with, and he's been dominating both games that he's been in so far. MP5 as well. We saw a lot of our CDL pros continuing to use the MP5. It has really good hip fire, and also when you're up close, it's just going to rip through anybody. Something else there in this game was a lot of players were trying to drop shot and they were realizing that it's way different. ADS goes back to hip fire, so you have to take your time if you're going to lay down.
فإذا بدك تقدر ترجع تتابع بس هاد بتقدر تتابع البث تبع فاينل فانتزي بعدين.
Get right back up.
حيو حسن. حيو حيو.
Coaches in the COD League running the 74U. It seems like all the CDO pros, they're loving the 74U and they're getting right to the center of the map and trying to just get into square up gunfights. While some of the other top streamers, they're trying out different weapons like iron sight snipers, Type 63s, and LMGs. And we see this. This is actually a Type 63 that he had a scope on, and he had to pull out his RPG to take down this chopper. He realized it took like 2 RPGs and also some bullets, and he was getting pretty stressed. But yeah, that was Satellite. That was one of my favorite maps so far. But we got to get into some more gameplay. Let's check out some more maps and some more modes. Maven and Merc.
Oh, Nameless, you are phenomenal at what you do.
بدي اشوف ال VIP escort.
Great that as always. But yes, we're going to continue rolling on through new maps, new modes as we rock through this multiplayer global reveal for Cold War. So far, it has been awesome. We have a lot more to come over the next hour and a half, 2 hours. Is it time for Miami?
Miami. Domination على Miami.
I want you to pay attention. We saw a little bit there in Combat Arms. On Armada, but the zones are a little bit different. It's just not a flag. It's really about a little bit of a bigger area that you're going to be fighting over, and I like that a lot. So switching things up, but as you said, we're going to Miami. I cannot wait to see this map and mode and how it plays.
Joe, I've never been more excited for anything in my entire life.
Yeah.
I think good. Right?
Let's get into it, Joe. We're going to start off with Cesar Bueno, Skies. Professional player for the Mutineers as they're getting ready to get into the lobby, just looking through the create a class and score streaks to see what he wants to lock on up. XM4 out. And yeah, you can see, I know we've seen a couple looks at, but like the variety of attachments you're going to have for the different positions on the gun, the variety is going to be wild. He highlighted Ninja for a second. I want to see like what it went through exactly, but
so what I saw and what I read is that
has just followed.
It quiets you when you were sprinting and how fast you go.
Like dampens the sound of it.
Right. Okay. So I believe that you can walk and crouch and you will be completely silent. But if you are sprinting, you will still have some noise, but it definitely...
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
Interesting.
Let me find out.
Yeah, he's going through everything.
Well, this is the best part when you play a new game, right? Just going through all the different features, all the different attachments, all the different perks, the weapons, checking it all out.
And again, this isn't going to be everything that we see throughout Cold War. This is not going to be the full release. There's going to be more perks. There's going to be more weapons, more attachments.
This looks like it could be out of like a Bad Boys film, like Miami.
Well, yeah, that's where they do it. Is in Miami.
That's a good point, Joe.
Yeah,
that's why you're the brains of this operation. You're the brains of this operation.
That is actually where they shoot those
Okay,
movies.
well, thanks for that, Joe.
I'm getting sweaty now.
Though.
I'm fucking mad, bro.
It looks good.
Motion blur. Tell myself, motion blur.
Sky's low not in. You're seeing the different parts you have in the middle of the street. You got the bar area. You have the pool. You got the ocean. In a way, it's 3 lanes, but there's a lot of different areas that you can go to. As well, again, coming in and you see the different squads. Yeah, one side coming in through towards the boat, the other one towards the street. And yeah, that was...
المهم انا راح اوقف البث حاليا على الستريم تبع البث الجديد للطور تبع كول اوف ديوتي المالتي بلاير الاونلاين. حرجع كمان شوي نلعب مع بعض فاينل فانتزي، فبشوفكم بعد شي 2-3 دقايق. نرجع نحكي نفس الموضوع حسن.